metade do século XX, Leningrado, 1941, a ogiva está prosseguindo.
Hirek. News special broadcast about what happened in Sarajevo, Serbia.
During the last hours, our empire had decided to declare the war to the Serbian country.
But how did we end up like this? It all started last month in Sarajevo, Serbia, when they assassinated the crown prince of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sophie. During a visit to the city, Bosman Serb shot them and to give them two fatal shots that take their lives.
Now that we are waiting the next step of our regime, our experts are telling us that Russia could join to the war, due to personal interest in defending Serbia. If this happens, the countries of the Axis powers and the Triple Entente could prepare their armies for the war. This is the next step for a great war. Keep tuned for the latest news.
Hirek, news special broadcast featuring on our announcers Fernando Martinez and Mikel Farfán. Our insiders just told the most recent events that happened in the Battle of Caporetto.
And we just had breaking news. The Italian front went back to its country in our most recent battle, giving us the victory of the Battle of Caporetto. This lasted about a month from the 24th of October to the 24th of November of the present year, 1917. Some of the weapons we used to win this battle were the bombardments and the use of almost 2,000 artillery pieces that operated from a salient in their front and used toxic gases, which was followed by the assault of the infantry equipment with grenades and a new weapon that has become very popular lately. They called it the flamethrowers. We had the numbers of about 10,000 casualties, 3,000 wounded, and 293,942 prisoners in the battle.
Background of this important victory for our country is that between March and April of this year, the stalemate fight on the East Italian-Australian front was symbolized by failures in the Italian front. There have been 720,000 the forces of our empire has exhausted in defensive positions.
This event could deliver our nation to a possible armistice, because in the last couple of battles we have had too many people hurt. Our experts estimate that there have been 3 million people wounded and in critical condition. Not too many deaths thanks to our excellent medical staff, but this has been helping us through the entire world. So what's the next step our country is gonna take? Keep informed with the best news in the country, hirek. And remember, in our people we trust, and for our people we fight.
Mr. Amigo, how was your life in the churches?
It was horrible, since you have to live there, which was a small place in addition to the fact that it was a shortage of water and also of food. There were abundant rats, contamination, food infection from being in the mud all the time. You have to endure the cold, the humidity, the rain and the snow. Then there's that you could not even sleep well because you have to gather in case of an attack.
Do you miss your family?
Of course I miss my family. Every time I could, I wrote a letter to my family so they would know what was happening and so they would know that I was still alive.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for attending the interview.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure.
This is hirek, news special broadcast featuring our announcers Fernando Martinez and Mikel Farfán. Today we talk about the end of the war.
During these years, our empire has suffered the death of our emperor Francisco Jose, who has been replaced by his nephew Carlos I. After our defeat against Germany, things have been worse, because now in the north they had another open front to attack Austria. In the following year, we could not recover. They were surrounding us from all directions, from the east, north, and south. Nothing could be done anymore. For that reason, on November 11 of 1918, the Emperor issued a statement that we surrendered to the Triple Entente. I will talk about the conditions that were imposed on the Austro-Hungarian Empire to reach peace. which were economic sanctions, war reparations, and also selling territories, which were Transylvania, part of the Banat, Bukovina, Burgenland, and Slovakia.
I'm sure they are wondering about our opinion on the emperor's decision. I personally agree with the decision that we made, since I don't think we could have handled more of the situation we were in.
I agree with you. If the emperor had not made a decision, I think our losses would be worse.
Thank you for being with us during this period. We are going through the first vocation since it was created to inform about what was happening.
So what's the next step our country is gonna take? Keep informed with the best news in the country. hirek. And remember, in our people we trust, and for our people we fight.